Hello. Here we are. It's been a few weeks since I loaded a video, and I said I would bring you along as I finished up this pantry, but I haven't done that. We have put down the floor. We've built our shelves, so I'll kind of talk about that a little bit, but my husband told me to tell you all. He just doesn't really like to be on camera, so he helped with the floor, obviously, which only took 10 minutes or something. So I'll show you the floor in just a second, but and then yesterday we built these together. Of course, he's the good one at building things. So he took my design. I was going to show you. Here's my design. How far apart I wanted shelves, how deep I wanted them, the prices of things. We ended up changing some things a little bit as we went, and that was fine. You know, this is just an idea, and then you kind of go from there. So I'll show you all that, but it turned out great, I think. We talked about painting in this room before we put the shelves in if we wanted to paint, because it's just much easier to like paint the whole wall and then put the shelves on. But we didn't. I didn't care. I don't know. It's a pantry and it just wasn't a priority. I'd rather just get the shelves built. So anyway, here they are. And yesterday afternoon, I did move everything in here. What I want to show you guys today, though, is I went to Dollar Tree. I went to a Dollar Tree in the town next to ours, because the Dollar Trees in our town, I think we just have two. Both of them are always just very disheveled, like you can't find things, and then they just don't have everything. Well, they don't have everything at the other one either, but they have a lot more containers. So like I picked up, I picked up a lot of containers, so these are some larger ones. I want to use these maybe down at the bottom to slide underneath the bottom shelf. And then I've got some other different sizes for different things. So I just went grocery shopping. You might not be able to see them, but here's some of the groceries on the floor. And then obviously I've got groceries that I already had on the shelves, but I just want to get it organized into containers. I just think it looks cleaner and it makes it easier to keep it organized, in my opinion. So that's what we're gonna do, but I didn't want to spend $1 million on containers, so I went to Dollar Tree, found a lot that I was looking for, and then I did go to a couple other places and get some things, so I'll show you those too, and we'll get things organized. Oh, but here is the floor. So we got this at Ollie's. We still need to, I don't know if you can tell over there, we do still need to put shoe molding all around. So we pulled up the shoe molding to put down the floor, and we haven't put it back yet. We meant to pick it up on our second trip to Lowe's yesterday, and we just forgot to get it. So that's okay. That'll be a quick, easy, evening project, or next weekend, or whenever. It's really not a big deal on timing. So anyway, I'll bring the camera a little closer so you can watch what I'm doing a little better, but here they are. Here's the shelves. I'm so excited to have this extra space. I'm still gonna keep, if you've watched before, you might have seen it. I have like a white cabinet in the kitchen. Excuse me, I hate my bra strap showing. A white cabinet in the kitchen that I'm gonna continue to keep like snacky type foods that my kids might want to grab quickly in there. So I'll try to show you that too. I got it kind of organized yesterday. Oh, and then the bottom is like our big water bottles and stuff. So that's always been like a hard thing to organize. So I'm excited to have those under there. I think that's gonna be more accessible, like just easier to get to those. So anyway, I'll bring you over here and we'll start organizing, getting things put in containers. I'll probably try things a few different times before I get it how I want it. And even at the end of today, like I might have it like I think I want it, and then I might change it. So we'll see. But anyway, my husband did want to say, well, if I said, please, can I make this video while you're in it? He would let me. He totally would. But if he says like, oh, I don't really want to be on camera, I'm going to just not do it. So it's not like he doesn't have to be on camera. So that is partially why this didn't get filmed. The reason the floor didn't, I mean, he was here to help, but I really just started working and didn't think about pulling the camera out. But anyway, sharing with you now. I bought also some things to go on this wall. So I've got like a thing to put the broom and mop and everything to hang them. I bought those at Dollar Tree, and I almost thought, I don't want to get them here because what if they're not good? But I saw another person, a video where someone said they were pretty good quality. So I'm gonna put those up. I think I'm gonna hang my spices over there on the wall instead of having them take up a shelf. So I've got a lot of ideas. We'll see what plays out. But yeah, let's get started. I'm Haley, by the way. Assuming people who are subscribed are watching. But anyway, if you're new, this is, I guess, a Dollar Tree Pantry Organization. So that's probably what I put in the title, but really just wanted to catch viewers up on progress here and show you how I get things organized. All right. It may not be great at the end, so it's not like you should do it this way. This is what I'm doing. All right. See you in a minute. All right. It's been a few weeks since I recorded this video, so just kind of laughing at myself because at the beginning I said, oh, it's been a few weeks since I posted, and now it's probably been a few months, maybe, I don't know. So glad to be getting this video ready and pushed up. Sometimes I do that, like if I can't get one out the door, it just feels like I'm stuck and I can't, make anything else. I guess mainly because I film on my phone, and so it takes up room on my phone, and until I have it fully done, if I start recording more, then my phone fills up, and then I can't do anything. So I don't want to have to like delete footage because I have to make room on my phone, footage I haven't used yet. So anyway, glad to be getting another one ready. So just want to say a couple things about the pantry so far. So like I said, it's been several weeks. We've had the pantry done. Basically how you see it look at the end of this video, I think is how it still looks now. It's been working good for me. The only change I might make is my container that I put the baking stuff in is kind of high up, and it's a heavy one. So I kind of feel like maybe I need to move that one down lower. I don't have to access a lot because I'm not baking a ton. That's why I put it up high. But I do stick my sugar in there typically until the canister in the kitchen is ready to be refilled. So when I'm trying to get my sugar out, it's just kind of heavy getting it down. So anyway, that's the only change I've really thought of that I need to make in there. Since this, I'm also storing, because we kind of rearranged our house a little bit and the rooms everybody's in, and are doing some work down in our basement to that bathroom. So anyways, I've had to shift some things around the house, and so I'm now storing my vacuum cleaner and carpet cleaner in here in the pantry. And then also there's some things that we take camping with us sometimes, like a little wagon that folds up, and a little pack and play type thing if there's going to be little ones with us. So anyway, just a few things that I didn't really have a good place to store. Some of it was in our carport and it was kind of getting dirty and messed up, and it's just better to have it inside if we can. So it's been good to be able to store that stuff here. So I did get a Lazy Susan at, where did I get it? TJ Maxx. I looked at Dollar Tree and they didn't have any. Let's see. I might not care about getting the sticker off. If it comes off easy, I'll take it off. Okay, seems like it's gonna be good. I looked at TJ Maxx, also checked Ross, but I didn't see anything at those, so I got this one. It was $4.99. They did have one for $3.99, but it was like white plastic with gray, and it was a little bit smaller, and it didn't have, I'll show you why I like this one. Okay, came off pretty good. There's one little place. Let's see if I can get it off. Oh, no. Anyway, that's fine. It has this pretty big lip, so it'll hold things on. That is why I chose this one. And it was only $1 more than the one I didn't like. It's good. So, what? TJ Maxx tags, like their price tags, wanna stick on so much. Okay, maybe I got it. Pretty good. Scratch the rest of it off. Okay, anyway, got that ready, and I want that for like sauces. It's a little warped. I don't know. Like barbecue sauce and ketchup and things like that. So that you can find them easily. So just want to mention that is not from Dollar Tree. And then this riser that I put the canned goods on, I was using that in my other pantry for spices, but since I'm going to try to mount spices on this wall to keep from using so much space on the shelf, then I use that for the cans. I am gonna look for something that's for canned goods. I don't know, I've just got mixed reviews on them though. Like people just end up saying it's just more trouble than it's worth. So we'll see. I am enjoying the Lazy Susan. But one thing that I keep thinking is now that I've got, this space, I really want to stock up on some stuff because I left a good bit of space between things. I could really tighten stuff up and store a lot more in here. For now, I just didn't have enough to fill it up, but I'm, thinking that maybe I'll do a Sam's Club membership or something. We had one at one point, but now just because I didn't have the room, I just really went grocery shopping each week and just bought what we needed for the week. And that's fine. But it is nice if there's things you're always going to use. Sugar, tea bags, ketchup, peanut butter, things like that aren't going to really go bad very quickly that you can stock up on. I know people know that, so I don't know why I'm saying it, but it just wasn't something I could really do because I just didn't have room to store it before. But now that we have this, hopefully I can do that. I really just got to shift my budget around, though, to make it make sense to, go one big grocery shopping a month or once every couple months, like a large shopping trip, and then just very small ones in between. Right now, I just have it split up evenly throughout the month to spend a certain amount each week. So just got to kind of rethink how I'm spending before I can really commit to doing that. If I don't get one, that's fine. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing and try to buy a little extra of things here and there. It's been so hard to buy extra lately, though. I feel like I haven't been able to save much money just with the price of things, and then just little projects that need to get done. I think I've mentioned we replaced our HVAC earlier this year. We're planning to do our roof hopefully early next year. There's a bathroom and some pipes that need remodeling and replaced. So there's just things on the list, and so it's just hard to save a lot. And I just kind of gotta split up my money into different things. Also, you know, kids needing cars and cars needing repairs and all those things. But blessed that we have everything we need and a lot of what we want. Just, you know, of course, life can be overwhelming sometimes with different things popping up that you didn't expect. So, you know, just try to remember God's going to take care of us and not to stress over that small stuff. So, anyway, here I'm just getting these put up on the wall. Since this is a wood wall, I'm able to just screw these little hooks right into it, and they'll stay. So if you were trying to do this on drywall, not sure that would work out real well. I mean, you could use those little plasticky things that you put in behind a screw or whatever. So there's ways to make it work, but probably not just like a little screw-in hook would work. I will say about these, the wire ones that I put on first that are up now are great. These Dollar Tree plastic ones, I'll have to show you guys in another video, but they're like flopped over pretty much. Nothing's fallen out yet. They just don't look like they do right here anymore. They're just kind of leaning where the plastic's warping. So if I can find the some more of the wire ones, I'll get some of those or something similar. And then I'm also putting up a few little racks here. This room stays really cool. There's an air vent in here, so it's good for storing produce, potatoes, apples, whatever. I have potatoes in these little wires right now, current state, but I did test out with apples just to make sure it would stay, and I'm liking that. I think that's a good way to store potatoes. I always felt like they're just sitting in the bag and I don't know, not breathing, not being able to breathe. So I like this idea, and these are Dollar Tree little wire baskets, so worked out pretty good. I talk about this later in the video, but at this point I realized I didn't like where things were sitting, so here I go moving everything. But otherwise it's working out really well. The pantry is, you know, like you have to walk through the dining room to get into the pantry, and I thought maybe I'd get, you know, sick of walking in and out, but it's just not a far walk. And I try to think about, you know, when I'm about to start dinner, like what all do I want to grab, you know, so I try to like make a mental note. Maybe I need to grab rice and, you know, a can of vegetables and my cooking spray and all that, and I just bring it all in at once, and then when dinner's done I can just grab everything and walk it back in there. So it's not a far walk, though. If I forget something, it's really not a big deal. Some people were kind of like, oh, you don't want the door straight through your kitchen, but we had done a wall that has hooks on it. I painted the wall. I don't know if I've shown this, so that's why I'm going to describe it, but I've painted the wall green up to the top board. So there's like 2 boards, and they each have hooks on them to hang up our jackets, purses, my kids' book bags, and all that stuff. Alright, I wasn't even actually well, I had thought about getting one of these, but I wasn't really looking for one. And I found this one at Ross, and it was $5. So I got it. We'll see how we can use it. So I think right here where This has like peanut butter, pickles, jelly. It's just kind of things in jars. But it's pretty low. So okay, that's fine. Yeah. So I don't. Okay, so here's the deal. I'm trying to keep snacky things in there. I have some things here like Pop-Tarts, pudding, some cookies, some Jell-O. And then I've got like a thing of canned like Chef Boyardee type stuff. So like I don't know, but like Pop-Tarts aren't for snack. I mean, I guess they can be, but they're breakfast. So maybe I should keep those in here. Yeah, let's try that. Alright, I say Pop-Tarts. The Aldi version. I'm an Aldi girl, if y'all didn't know. I like it. So, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to clean up a little. And then see. So, one thing that I had ended up putting in here, I think I said this at the beginning, is all this party type stuff. And some of it I'm fine with it. They're like this cake thing and like the substantial things. But things like there's like a bunch of trays, like that's a football tray and there's some Christmas trays and stuff. I'm hoping to put underneath in some of those bigger totes. So I'm gonna clean up a little bit of the food stuff and then see if we can like organize some of that. Be right back. And here, just getting all the bags up. I do keep my Aldi or other reusable shopping bags, and I just stick them back in my trunk each time. Well, I have a van now, so in the back of my van, whatever that's called. Still a trunk, I guess. So just getting that cleaned up and getting things put back where they go to get this room done. All right. I haven't started on the party stuff yet, so I'm going to do that in a second. But I want to talk about what we got and as I was shifting stuff around, what I liked and what I didn't. So I started off, and I think I had these 4 all over here, and then I realized I wanted, for some reason, I want my canned goods near my spices. I don't know why. And I knew the spices were going to go here. So I put the canned goods here, and then I had all 4 containers, these gray ones over here. And then I had both this one and this one also over here, and I just started feeling like it was a lot of containers on one side, which shouldn't maybe matter, but to me, I just wanted to try to make it more balanced. Not symmetrical, like you can tell it's not symmetrical, but it's a little more balanced with these two, like splitting the difference. And then this chip one over here, this one's just like boxes that didn't fit into, like these are rice items and these are pasta items. I had like 1 box of mashed potatoes, you can see right there. Then I had just what was left of those cheese crackers after I filled that up. I have a box of tea bags. Anyway, just some boxes. Oh, and a box of like chicken stock. Oh, broth. And then these are like the little packets of like flavoring, some kind of seasonings. Back there, I can get closer. I got like my salt and pepper and olive oil spray. So then here's some of my containers. I cleaned out some, and I don't know if I'm still going to use them or not. They're drying. I think they're dry. I did it yesterday. But then I put the rice one up here near the rice, and then here's my sauces. So I feel like the sauce and cans kind of like balance each other. So having that there and that there, then you've got a container here, you got another container. It's bigger than this one in a different color, but they kind of balance, and then that balances, and then you've got that filling up some vertical space. So my point is, I think I like it. Then this is like, baking stuff. And then that's like a big thing of lemonade and a cocoa mix. So those are just going to stay out like that. Yeah, so I like it. So now I'm going to move to, I really think just trying to get maybe this stuff here, and maybe this, and maybe move that up there or something. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so I'm getting all of the kind of plastic stuff moved down and into these containers, and spoiler alert, they all fit just fine. So that was nice to get those moved down lower, and just have the more substantial party stuff up at the top. And I will say this too, like originally we thought, okay, we could do this whole wall of shelves and then like an L out. So this shelf is almost 8 feet wide. The room's not quite 8 feet, but we were thinking, okay, we could go out L-shaped to the left and do another 8 feet. And we thought, well, let's see how much, storage this gives us, and see if we really need that much more before we do it. So right now, I don't really have it filled up. So I don't think we need that, but eventually maybe we will want to. Or I could bring just a freestanding shelf in here and put some stuff there. So anyway, just thoughts for the future of different things we could do. These are the Dollar Tree like mop and broom holders, and they're doing well. It's been several weeks. At first I didn't know how to really use it. I didn't know, so that gray part pops out and then you pop it in, but I was just forcing it in there and not popping out the gray rubber part first. You'll see me figure it out here in a second. So that's why that one slid down. They might slide a little, but even if they slide, they're still staying right there. See how I just popped that out and then popped it in? So the broom, see how it's staying more, it's not sliding down. But anyway, so they've been working great. No complaints here on that. So here is the finished wall. And I just had a cast iron pan that we bought for taking it camping. When we used it over the campfire, though, it gets all black underneath, and it's like gets all over your hands. Even though I've washed it multiple times, it still gets on me. So we just hung it up in here as decoration. All right, so there's my spice racks. Here's my dry box foods that didn't fit one of the other categories. I haven't labeled all my containers, and I don't know if I will. I know what goes there. And you'll see here in a minute, I've still got a freestanding little pantry in my kitchen that I keep like more snacky foods. So my kids aren't really coming in here a lot. They might come get, the jar of peanut butter or a jar of pickles or Pop-Tarts or whatever. But most of these bins are things that I go get to cook dinner and stuff. So I know where everything is. Don't necessarily need it labeled. See how there's like a lot of empty stuff up there. So definitely still room. All those could be squeezed in closer and fit more at the bottom. So I'm happy with how much space we have. And I think the room turned out really good. All right, so here I'm going to show you the pantry. This is what I was using before for all my food. This, and there's like a built-in shelf next to my refrigerator that I had those labeled containers in. So all those cereal ones you see here and the ones you saw in the new pantry, those were all on a shelf, and you could see that like out in the open next to my fridge. So here you can see I'm storing some bread because if I don't have it closed up in something, our cats will open it. And then I've got, those are just labeled snacks, so there's like the junk food stuff in there, some little Debbie cakes and cookies and stuff. A few bags of chips I put here, so things that I'm not planning to like use for a meal and they can just snack on. But like, for instance, if I'm gonna make hot dogs one night and I wanna just have hot dogs and chips, I put those in the pantry so that they don't get into them too much. This was already like that, so I just left my aluminum foil and plastic wrap and Ziploc bags. And then I moved my water bottles under here, which fit a lot better than the way I had them. And that is it, friends. Thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.